Okay, so Thursday night, have you gotten any inkling on what you're thinking about for Thursday night's matchup? Steelers-Vikings. Vikings stink. Heartbreak City. Steelers, are they all the way back? We had a moment of silence for them having a losing record for the first time in Mike Tomlin's tenure. Is this a matchup that you feel good about, AJ Hawk?
Man, this is a tough one, too, because you never really know what you're getting with the Vikings. But my very early thoughts, I like the Steelers here.
Probably no feeling, too.
Boost it. That's what we'll stick with. Do you want to change this, or you feel good right now?
I feel good.
All right, Steelers +3, man. Super Bowl.
Here we go.
Let's go, AJ.
So what do we boost it to?
I don't know. Well, now comes an entire process of me emailing back and forth and all that stuff. But congrats on making a pick. That's not easy.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy. All you do is say one team.
No.
Way to go.
All right.
Way to say one team, AJ.
It'll probably be 3.5 too, right?
I mean, there's millions. Hey, millions of dollars on the line. It probably will be 3.5 because they want to avoid any ties. So probably add a hook, which would be good. They'll ask you 2.5 or 3.5 probably coming back.
Oh, man. So what do you – I mean, you would want 3.5, right?
Well, this is your bet, not mine.
No, I would take 2.5.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I want good odds.
Go for 4, AJ.
Go for the money line.
I think the Steelers are going to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Boost the money line.
Oh, we boost the money
I don't
line?
care about points.
Get money line plus 500.
All right, let's boost. You want to boost Steelers money line?
Whatever. Whatever that.
Okay, thanks for the confidence, AJ.
The points don't matter. I think the Steelers are going to win.
Okay, so this is good news because this comes on a day where some Ohio senator has come out and said there has been an agreement on sports gambling for the state of Ohio. It's getting sent over to the House or something like that, and within the next couple of weeks there should be an agreement. We have a guy who's about to get hotter than anybody has ever become in a Super Boost that lives in Ohio, is from Ohio, is the home plate face of Ohio. This guy. Let's go, AJ.
I know we talked about potentially banning a certain member of the group here from betting on the future Super Boost. In particular, I would like to push that motion to the floor for this particular Super Boost. It doesn't matter about the rest. This one, though, Foxy should not be allowed to bet on.
AJ, is there any way that you could potentially see that Foxy is toxic to not only bets and boosts, but also the Pittsburgh Steelers? And this is all of those things coming into one, or are you okay with him gambling on whatever? You want everybody to join your Super Boost?
You know, I'm going to have to give this one some thought. So come back to me after we talk to Aaron.
Okay. All right, well, circle back.
Foxy's a very nice guy. Foxy's a great human, good guy. I'm thinking about Pittsburgh and the city, and I would think that they want me to just dump Foxy for sure.
And this is, by the way, thank you for taking a high-level view at this thing, because we will put a pin in it, and we will circle back to this later to hear what you think on this. But that is real. I mean, once you zoom out a little bit, you know, too many people zoomed in on the picture. You got to zoom out a little bit. I know the personal relationship between you and Foxy is a very strong one, and Foxy is an incredibly talented. Hey, Foxy.
Hey, Foxy.
Stop. Talented guy. But there's a lot of people that are affected by his words, they think. There's a lot of people that feel that Foxy's words and aura and feelings have ruined plenty of days in their lives. And I'm not just talking all the people that have bet alongside him throughout the entire years, because I've been on the Foxy train for a long time, and I've lost a lot of money on that train. The Fade Foxy train has made a lot of money, but as of late, Foxy's been 50-50. He hasn't been that bad, but you still got to think about those people in Pittsburgh that lives were ruined by this man when he became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan when they were 11-0, and then they lost literally every game after that. That is something to think about, AJ, especially when you're picking this Steelers team for this Super Boost.
Well, it's actually a compliment to Foxy, the fact that he has that much mental power, that much aura, that he can take a team that was destined to go on to greatness and be undefeated and just throw them over a cliff, you know, and make them a bad team that they continue to be. So Foxy's a very powerful man.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm going to give this one some thought.
A guy from Pittsburgh died this year when the Lions tied the Steelers. We can't forget that.
He blamed the Detroit Lions for his death in the Pittsburgh Steelers. He couldn't do it anymore. I'm fucking sick of it. Pull the plug, dude.
Foxy is a black cloud of death.
Let's put a poll out. We'll put a poll out on Twitter right now. Put a poll out on Twitter for the next hour. Should Foxy be allowed to gamble alongside at official AJ Hawk Super Boost this Thursday with the Pittsburgh Steelers money line bet or something?
Here we go.
I respect it. I respect it.
Let the people decide. Oh, the poll results. Here we go. Yeah, we do have to get this. The question was asked, should Evan Foxy be allowed to gamble alongside AJ Hawk's first Super Boost this Thursday on the Pittsburgh Steelers money line bet that we are attempting to boost? no, 56.6%. 11,000 votes were casted in 1 hour. That is a large sample size. That is a lot of people, AJ. And I know you get to decide in the end whether or not Foxy is allowed to ride the Super Boost horse that you will be saddling alongside of you. But this is an alarming stat here. 56.6 is a lot of people saying, I ain't doing it out of 11,210.
So real quick question. If I vote on this, I voted on it first. I wanted to retweet it. Would I retweet the poll? It was only showing that I would retweet the results like this.
So your tweet looks different than everybody else's.
I didn't retweet it, by the way.
So when you retweet it, it's the actual poll. It's not your results. If you screenshot it like we just did there, actually, we're just showing our Twitter account there. It'll show yours. If you were to retweet it, it would be the open poll, but you might as well not do it anymore because all you're going to see now is 56.6% to 43.4 as a retweet with no vote if you didn't vote.
Yeah, maybe I'll still throw it out there. What, Foxy?
Come on, AJ.
What did you vote? What did you vote?
Come on.
I voted no, of course.
Okay. All right, so a lot of people were voting yes who hate the Steelers. Like, this kind of got in. You remember when there was a guy that was on the Ravens who was on
Ray Lewis.
He was on the Ravens. Hey, shout out Ray Lewis.
Shout out Ray.
There was a guy who was on the Ravens who, if he would have made the Pro Bowl for the Ravens, the Minnesota Vikings would have been fucked out of something.
Yannick Ngakoue.
And do you remember the entire NFC North started voting for this guy as a Raven to go into the Pro Bowl because it would fuck the Minnesota Vikings.
They would have lost a draft pick, yeah.
Boom. So the NFC North started getting involved. I think what a lot of people started to do here was I think a lot of anti-Steelers people started getting in on this vote. Vikings people started getting in. I mean, a lot of people started getting in on this vote for conflicting reasons as opposed to just how they feel personally. So I think you should account for that whenever you're deciding whether or not to ride with the poll results or not, AJ, because we don't know if any of these poll results are actual people's feelings, what they think they should say, or the narrative they're trying to push in the vote. So it's all clusterfuck, AJ. The more we learn, the less we know.
Yeah, exactly. So as far as the poll and everything, yeah, that's great. That's one little piece, one little tool I'm going to put in my toolbox, as I had a coach say to me back in the day. Just use some tools in your tool belt, as they like to do it. But I have to ride with – I don't know what the people think. I don't know what the Steelers think. All I know is there's a couple diehard Steelers fans in that room, Nick Moraldo and Tone Diggs. Both those guys, I would assume, want me to – burn Foxy at the stake and not let him in on this game. So I'm going to have to ride with those guys. Foxy cannot come to this. Foxy.
Yeah!
Come on,
All the
AJ.
great coaches are emotionless, and they take all their emotions out of any decision. That's what I'm doing here.
Well, we appreciate you being an adult and kind of looking at all the different situations and weighing in a very stern but fair manner. I mean, Nick Moraldo is giving the suck it chop to Evan Fox behind the scene. Tone Diggs has smiled for the first time in a long time today. A lot of people are watching along right now saying, thank you, AJ Hawk, for doing the right thing. I, even as somebody who has been forced to bet alongside Foxy because I am a supporter of Foxy and like to lift Foxy's confidence and say, hey, you're not alone in this game, pal. You're not alone in this race. I've lost a lot of money. I'm actually relieved that you are not allowing him to be part of the Super Boost. So I think this is a good decision that you made with a very cool head. Foxy, your thoughts and opinions?
Yeah, I mean, that was the least toxic way for AJ to make this decision, which is not like AJ, which worries me about the boost and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's fucking go, Vikings. You're going to win this.
No!
There we go. Now I feel even better about my pick.
All right, let's get out of here. Foxy's Lions just...
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you,
Thank
AJ.
you.
Foxy's Lions just ruined the Vikings for like the fourth time this season. Heartbreaking loss for their team and their fan base. Now Foxy's like, let's go Vikings in a condescending fashion. They try to take down your Super Boost because you banned him. There's a lot of fuckery going on. I don't necessarily love it, but we'll be back tomorrow with a much better show. Ain't that right, AJ?
That's right. And I think Foxy's worried. He knows if this one hits, then he may be out in the cold for a while.
Especially with this particular horse, with AJ saddling this thing, it's
Yeah,
could
not
go.
on this program. You're out.
Yeah.
Damn right.
On this program, that Super Boost runs a long race too, pal. This is a long, long race. That stinks for you, dude. Foxy, This is your own fucking fault.
I can't believe this is what AJ did.
This is your own fault.
I cannot believe this is what AJ did.
Think about what happens when
I took my time. I took my time to think about it. I didn't make a rash decision.
A lot of twos in the tube. I mean, you had a lot of those. You know what I mean? You pulled them all out. You pulled them all out.
I'm not going to give you a name on that guy, but yeah.
Well, I assume I think I already.
No, it's definitely no one you know.
Okay, then all right, never mind. That person pronounces tools interestingly, but I think you made a very fair decision there because the Super Boost has been so hit or miss. Literally 500. You've decided that once you take the reins, especially with Ohio potentially passing, there's a chance Ohio is legalized with this. And I don't know how the lobbying is going to go behind the scenes. It's probably already started and everything like that. What if FanDuel comes live in Ohio while this heater is still running?
Unbelievable. Storybook.
That could happen. And guess who will never get a the people of Ohio who have zero possibility of gambling right now on this game have a chance to be a part of this heater more than you do, Evan Fox. Because if this thing starts hot tomorrow, you're never going to be allowed to bet on this.
Ever again. I love the Super Boost. I tweet it every single week. I look forward to it because it's the only time where I can just be like, hey, guys, we're all going to win as a team. This is going to be really fun because every time I pick your teams, you all yell at me. This time I'm like, yes, Super Boost.
You're a part of the team. You're a part of the team.
Page.
Yeah, well, you have to be no longer a part of the team.
Sorry, Foxy.
You do a great job, though. We appreciate you. But what's good for the gander is good for the goose. Okay? And what's good for the gander is for the goose to get out of the flying V, pal.
Actually,
and that's what you are.
Chop the goose's head off this time, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if that's
a gander.
I can't believe it came at the expense
It's a flock of goose.
Come on. Is it?
Yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So I say it backwards. What's good for the gander is good for the goose because it's the same fucking thing. If you win, there's enough to go around for everybody. But, yeah, you got to get the hell out.
For Foxy.
Maybe next season.
Right. Steelers better win. That's all I'm going to say.
Stop saying stuff.
They better win.